Look what just arrived, the White Numen Tarot. Now this is a controversial deck because it was just delayed so much. It was originally slated, I think, for October or something. Anyway, they ended up canceling my order. It was delayed so long. So I am anxious to get into this. Here's the front of the box. Here is the side of the box. And here is the back of said box. So pause if you want to read all of that. Then you also have the bottom, so luminal. You can pick it up with luminal, something luminal. Okay. Now there is the matter of opening said box. Oh, this is unusual. This is quite unusual. There's a back door. That's what she said. And the back door opens. And it's a hidden secret compartment where it just comes out like that. Ooh, that is cool. That is really cool. I like it. I like it a lot. And yeah, a little secret compartment there. And here is the front of the secret compartment and the back of the secret compartment. Okay, let's dump contents out and see what's going on. Okay, we got a little piece of cardboard because it didn't quite fit, apparently. So yeah, here's the bottom of the box. Okay, people ask all sorts to see all sorts of unusual things, so I show it all. Yeah, that's an attractive book. It's small, but that is an attractive little white book. 90% of the people that came in want to see the frickin' cards. So let's look at the frickin' cards. All right. Card quality. Zoom in a little. Yeah, there we go. We need to get nice and close, nice and tight. You see all the cards. This is heavily laminated. Heavily laminated deck. Card quality comes about to here. It's not the thickest, but it is definitely not the thinnest. Here is the back. And non-reversible, that is for sure. Yeah, the backs are all the same. And let's look at the front. All right. Heavily laminated indeed, the Fool. Yeah, this is the one that we've been seeing. That's the one we've been seeing, and it doesn't disappoint. It doesn't disappoint. These are highly readable. I love this. The Magician just looks fantastic. And pardon me while I have to unstick these together. Oh my, some boobies with the High Priestess. We do have a High Priestess with a little thing on the bottom there, thing on the back too, and the Empress. These are pretty pictures. This artwork is nice. Really like it. Really liking the artwork indeed. The Emperor looks pretty cool. Very not really anime, but very sort of leaning in that direction. The Hierophant, I like. Is interesting creatures here. Is that supposed to be a dog or a bird? I'm kind of curious. But looks great. We have the Lovers. Oh, the Snakes. I like the Snakes. Very cool addition to that. Yeah, this is a pretty deck. Pretty deck. Chariot. Ooh, I like that. That's unusual and very cool. A lot of the same birds. I guess that is a bird. I love the same types of birds all around. And Strength, that is pretty. That is a good use of red and orange. I gotta say, little of that cadmium red light where it sort of trends into the orange. Very nice. And yeah, these stick together like that. It does not. Oh Jesus. It does not stick together after you pull them apart, but you are going to have to pull them apart. So I apologize in advance. Everybody wants a smooth transition from one card to the next. And when they stick together like that, that's not quite possible. Hermit is sort of cool. We have something in there. Is that a flame? Like it. Got a little satchel pouch, a little ring and whatnot. Got a moose hanging out with you. And the Wheel of Fortune. Like. A lot of the same types of characters. Very sort of a Japanese, very cool looking art there. Justice, like that as well. That is a Final Fantasy kind of sword right there. That is a Final Fantasy. I mean, if you ever played Final Fantasy, they have like swords that are twice the size of the person. That is represented there quite well. Very pretty Hanged Man. I love the dynamic colors. that are sort of used here. The belt in the middle is kind of cool as well. Got to unstick these. And death. Again, sort of that desaturated red, a little trending on the orange side and whatnot. Cool, very cool. The desaturation there for all the colors is great. And yeah, it really takes the focus off the background, sort of brings you into the front, brings you into that foreground. So again, stuck together. All right, and the tower, I like it. Similar colors on a lot of these, but very cool looking. And star. So what is happening here? I'm not sure what that says. Not sure what that says. I'm looking 3. Looks like maybe a 6, BGBAI. Not sure. Maybe you can pause the video and check it out. Or we can zoom in. Let's zoom in and take a look. I know everybody wants to get through the cards, and they're all like freaking out about the cards and whatnot, but I'm curious of what that says. So if you can read that, it's kind of be interesting to see if that translates into something. Maybe it's covered in the book. I don't know. But yeah, the moon as well. We have a bunch of people, We have dogs hopping around in love. And then we have this interesting bird with the sun, with no act. Well, is that a sun? I mean, that could be a sun. It could sub as a sun in judgment. Yeah, it's a really pretty deck. It really is. It's a great looking deck. The world. So, yeah, I mean, some of these are just characters and faces of the characters without actually being more representational of the Rider-Waite style. Ace of Wands, I like it. That is interesting. Hands reaching out for something. I had this in my in one of my older decks that I made that was all digital. Had that as the sun, a bunch of hands reaching up towards the sun, and the Two of Wands. So standing there, domain. We have a hovering, sort of a desaturated globe. We have looking out from the Three of Wands with the snakes again. Kind of cool. And the Four of Wands. We sort of look a little family feel with a little less celebration up top there. And then the 5. I'm not sure. We going like, is this a witch trial or like what's happening here? I'm not sure. This usually means fighting, but it seems that one person is targeted. It seems like it from the picture. And the 6 being heralded as the victor without anyone celebrating. That's kind of interesting. It's like you have lost the crowd. You have lost the crowd that would normally be celebrating your victory. And then we have the 7. I like it. Very cool. So leaning into each other as the defense. And then the 8, the movement, Lord of Swiftness, as represented by snakes and whatnot. So now we have the 9, kind of cool. The Wounded Warrior with a lamp, a lantern. Kind of curious as to what's going on here. It's almost like a little hermit card there. The Wounded Warrior with a lantern. Normally they're leaning on a stick, but in here not. 10 of Wands is interesting. A little bit of encumbered by snakes. And, of course, the page. Interesting. It's got a piece of hay in their mouth. With the Knight. Knight of Wands. Not as sort of movement-oriented. The camel's going to go a little bit slower. That's an interesting retake on it. And then the Queen. Very kind of cool looking. I mean, just great art. It is a great art. It looks very cool. And then the King, sort of a little bit different. Not sure, is he throwing away some flame or fire or what is happening there? Kind of cool. Now we have, again, with the hands, we have the Ace of Cups. So that is interesting. I mean, normally you have a hand coming out of a cloud, reaching out and providing the aces. But in this case, we have more than one hand. It could show different styles or maybe help in the initiation of the new thing. All right, the 2 of Cups, the Lord of Love, very cool. The 3, very good representation of the friendship. And we're sort of dipping our toes in water, kind of like the Star. I like it. Or sorry, Temperance. I like it. I believe Star has that too. Four of Cups, not wanting that final cup of wine. It has a little bit of the clouds representing, being handed from an ethereal place, but it's not exactly being done that way. And the five, oh, nice. See, in mine, he dumps out the cup's contents. And in this one, she dumps out the cup's contents. So we have a very similar feel to my waterfall tarot, where the guy dumps it out, and the five here. Cool. Six of Cups. Not sure what's going on. It's like, get away from me. I have my goat. And the other child is like, here, have some wine. She's like, no, get away from me. I have my goat. Goat, please rescue me. And the swimming Seven of Cups. Another interesting take on that. We have the Eight. I like it. The Eight is sort of interesting. We're submerged. We're taking a bath and whatnot. We're not leaving. We're just taking a bath, I guess. I'm not sure what's going on there. The Nine, pretty traditional again, with a couple of fish, and I'm not sure what's coming out of his head, but I'll take it. Whatever it is, it's coming out of his head. And the 10, very representational. It looks kind of like a expanded Three of Cups, doesn't it? But I do like it. Now we have the Page of Cups. No fish. Instead, we have a little globe. The globe is sort of like represented from the Wands. From the Two of Wands, maybe. And we have the Knight of Cups, which, very cool. Mr. Romance. And the Queen of Cups. With the actual cup from the Rider-Waite. Well, yeah, mostly. Not exactly, but the decoration on the cup is very similar. And I like how it's sort of dripping, too. I like all the water flow and just the flowing nature of everything in the deck. And the King of Cups sort of stranded on a little bit of an island there. Back to the Ace. So the Ace, again, has multiple hands coming out. And the tip of the sword is covered. That's kind of interesting. I guess the crown of Kether is sort of a really small one. I don't know. But the Two of Swords, we're throwing a knife up and juggling, apparently. That works. You can't go wrong with knife juggling. Well, you can if it stabs this dude in the back. That would definitely make it go wrong. I love you, but my buddy needs to stab you in the back. I'm sorry. Please don't stab him so deep that you hit me. Thank you. That's rough. That's a little bit of a Ten of Swords feel right there. They're just warming up. Hold me while you die, my friend, because they're going to stab you in the ass right now. Four of Swords. Speaking of being stabbed in the ass, something's happening here. We got little comic book action lines on the swords, like she's being stabbed. So she has one, and the other one is poking her in the booty. And the others are about to come down, and she's about to look like a shish kebab. Five of Swords, the Lord of Defeat. Not sure what's happening there, but sure, why not? And then the Six is a ride along with some pelicans. Instead of people, we have pelicans. And the Seven of Swords, about to get your throat slit. This is a violent deck. I gotta say, if you're a character in this deck, you're not gonna be treated too well. That's 7, right? Looks like you're about to get your throat cut. And not sure what's going on here. Are we hugging on a chicken? Hugging a chicken. So we're hugging a lamb in one card. We're hugging a chicken in the other card. And the chicken has poked her damn eye out. The chicken poked her eye out. He's like, I don't want to be hugged, lady. I'm going to poke your other eye out if you don't release my ass right now. I'm just saying that's a violent chicken. You have to watch chickens. Chickens are quick. You got to wear some sunglasses or something so they don't poke your eye out when you grab them. That 9 of Swords. All right. Not sure what's happening here. And the 10, very traditional. See, we got the guy from the other card. It has turned into a girl and got stabbed. And that is a lot of swords through the gut and everywhere else. That Page of Swords, in addition, looks kind of cool. We have a very sort of fanciful way of holding that sword. And the Knight, indeed. And then we have the evil characters of the deck, starting with the Queen, which is Corella DeVille in my system. And then the King, which has this doggy there, In mine, I have a doggy for the Emperor, but in this one, we have a doggy for the King of Swords. Ooh, that is a pretty green. It's nice to just go from this red feel throughout to this pretty green. A little bit of obviously like a desaturated green. A little bit on that side, but yeah, the Two of Pentacles with the choices. The Three of Pentacles with the perfected work, I believe. And we are meditating. We're not working. We're meditating. The Four of Pentacles, hanging on to what we have. The greed in here. And the Five of Pentacles, a little bit of a teary-eyed, emotional thing as we lay in the snow. So I think that's snow. And we have very fanciful clothes for this snow, I have to say. Six of Pentacles, giving and sort of giving out to nobody. Then we have the Seven, digging a hole and planting the pentacles, being helped by the Bull. The Wall Street Bull is helping us out with the pentacle problem. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles and the traditional work. And then the Nine, the fruits of our labor. And the birds are stealing the damn pentacles. Why do the birds need to steal it? It's not good. It's not good at all. The 10, we're missing most of the characters of the 10 of Pentacles being replaced by dogs. Maybe somebody got a hold of them and voodoo transformed them. Not sure. But I do know the Page of Pentacles is picking the weeds. Picking the weeds and holding the pentacles. Then we have the Bull from Wall Street is back with the Knight of Pentacles. Very cool indeed. And the Queen of Pentacles, very relaxed there. And then the King. I think the King is pretty relaxed himself. Then we have a couple of extra cards. We have the White Numen, very cool. And the Black Numen, very cool. Black Numen's kind of purple-blue, actually. But yeah, very attractive deck. Beautiful deck. Can't wait to use it. We waited a long-ass time for this deck to come out. And now that it's out, I like it. I like it a lot. Let me know what you think. And please hit that like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.